Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to FMTB, and today we have a match against Wolves in the FA Cup. Just want to advance through this bit. There we go. Team sheet. Now I'm going to switch to this formation for this match, and we're going to have to make... oh, I've done it again. Actually, am I? No. I'm going to go to this formation for this match. We're going to have to make some changes. We're going to go for the usual Hamer in goal, Blackman on the bench combination. Mark Roberts, unfortunately, has agreed to join Rangers on a free transfer at the end of the season, but we are going to carry on playing him until then, because he is too valuable for us to not use him. He's going to play alongside Webster. Giverin is back, and can possibly play left back, so we're going to put him there. He might not last the whole game, but we'll start him there and see how he gets on. And then we'll of course have Hurst at right back. Defence midfield is now going to have to be, I think, Bailey. We actually sold Jody Morris. I say sold, he went on a free transfer to Wimbledon. But we've got a 10% sell on, so if he does get sold by Wimbledon, we'll get 10% of that. We actually got some money between this episode and the last episode from Scott Davis. You might remember our goalkeeper, who we sold to Motherwell for £100,000. We actually got 5% sell on for him. We only got £6,000 from it though. But it's still money. Every little helps. Right, who are we going to have on the wings? We'll put Musa on the right. And we're going to put our new guy, Lalkovic, on the left. Even though he can't play left wing. Can he play right wing? Yes, he can. We'll put him that way round then. And then we're going to put Lawrence as attacking midfielder. And then up front, we're going to have Islamovic on the right. And we're going to have the new boy, Alex Nimley, on the left. Look how good he is. Very, very good player. Can play complete forward very, very nicely. And then our bench, we've already got Blackman. We're going to have... let's see. McLaughlin. Magri and Arnold. We are also going to have O'Connor, Henderson and Koulibaly. You actually look at our injuries. Hughes injured, Mambo injured, McAvoy injured, Iliev injured, and now Rossi injured as well. Rossi is out for 4 to 7 days with a strained wrist, so that's not too bad. And other players who we haven't included in the squad, Laterwood, Gelifuaco. Actually, maybe we should put Laterwood in. Now I think about it. Who do we take out? It's going to be someone on the bench. Let's take Henderson out. We'll put... Actually, no, we can't take Henderson out. Ooh, tricky. Let's take Arnold out. We'll put Laterwood in. That really is a tricky choice. I didn't think it'd be that hard. But that's our lineup. We're going to see how Lalkovic does, and we're also going to see how Nimley does on his debut as well. We're going to have to give him a squad number, so let's give him number 23. And let's go. So, what are we looking for? I'm not expecting us to win necessarily. If you look at the Wolves team, they are in the Championship, but if you look at their players, Harry Kane, who else did I see just now? Will Keane, Jack Payne, Jack Price, Kevin McDonald, very good centre midfielder, Frank Noble, David Davis, James Henry, good midfielders as well, Darren Pratley, formerly of Swansea, Stearman, Ricketts, formerly of Bolton. So yeah, we've got our work cut out, but we'll try and motivate the players as best we can. And we got a little bit of a reaction from Bailey. But let's see just how well they play in this system. It's horrible rainy / snowy, which doesn't help. But as long as we stick to our game plan, we got a couple of weak links in that. You know, we've got Giverin, who's down to 88% already. We've got Lalkovic, who's not fully up to speed with our tactics yet, and we've got Nimley making his debut. We remove those elements, and we've actually got a very, very strong team out there. You see Webster making tackles high up the pitch, doing exactly what he needs to do. And Musa there trying to go for a clever little reverse through ball to Nimley. Just missed out on it. You can see there, we got them playing facing their own goal. I always like to see my team push from the front like that and force the opposition backwards. You see there, Webster with the interception, Giverin headed it inside, Bailey out to Musa, exchanges passes with Lawrence, who's actually dropped a little too deep for my liking. But there's Nimley to Islamovic, and there's 1-0. Dino Islamovic, after 8 minutes, has put us in the lead. That was a very, very good team goal, actually. That's a very, very well played team goal. Nimley did very, very well to battle for the ball there, and a great little slide rule pass into that space for Islamovic. Got a little bit lucky, McCary nearly keeping it out, but overall, good goal. Pleased with that. I am pleased with that. Right, Giverin again winning the ball in the air. That's why he's in the team. That's why I like Giverin, because he just does little things like that. Things that you wouldn't normally notice, but they make all the difference. And there's Lalkovic with the ball into the box, and there's Nimley to make it 2-0. And that all came because Giverin won that header from their goal kick. So, you know, I've criticised Giverin in the past. I don't think I tried to get rid of him. I think I said all along that I was going to keep him. He does have a very, very good potential for a player of his style. And you can see there, he comes up trumps. He wins the header, he finds Lalkovic out wide, and Lalkovic on only his second appearance for us, putting the ball into Nimley, who's only on his first appearance for us, and he heads it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. What more can you do other than that? We're actually dominating possession-wise. We've had the same number of shots as Wolves. We've had the same number of shots on target as Wolves. We've had more corners, had the same number of free kicks. Passes completed is higher, crosses completed is higher, tackles won is higher. The only thing that's lower is headers won, which is actually quite ironic. Although that's not very good. Frank Nubel getting one back. That was a mistake from... I'm going to blame that one on Hamer, I think. Cross comes in there. Oh, Hamer should have caught that one. He certainly should have done better with that. That's only gone in because it's hit Hamer. That should really go down as an own goal. Because I don't think Nubel's shot was going in. I think it was flashing across the face of goal. So that is very disappointing. But we have reached half-time. We are playing very well. Special mention to Mr. Giverin. I'm happy with his performance, and he's happy. And the same thing for Nimley. Happy with his performance, and he's happy. Both of them now looking fired up, which is very, very good. I don't think Giverin's going to last the full 90 minutes. You can already see he's down to 76% condition. The simple substitution is to bring on probably someone like McLaughlin, and then move Webster out onto the left-hand side. Again, he's a pretty decent left-back. We actually missed out on the chance to sign Hutchinson. I can't remember who we chose in the end. I think it was Huddersfield, which, if they're still in the Championship, I can't really blame him for wanting to play in a higher division, because he's certainly capable of it. We are going to have to make a double sub. O'Connor. I'm going to bring O'Connor on first. I'm going to play on for a little bit, because Lawrence has picked up a small knock, and I'd rather not risk him in this match now. I mean, he's done okay so far. He wasn't that instrumental in the second goal. Played a small part in the first goal. So I might as well save him for our next league game, because it's definitely the league that we're going to be focusing on, even if we are going to progress in the cup. That looked offside to me. That definitely looked offside to me from Nubel. But apparently it wasn't, and there's Pratley to score the equaliser. And now I'm going to make the sub to bring on... actually, am I going to bring on McLaughlin, or am I going to bring on... Where's the thing? There it is. McLaughlin is 3.5 star. Magri is 2.5 star. Yeah, we're going to bring on McLaughlin for Giverin, and we're actually going to swap McLaughlin with Hurst, because Hurst can play left back as well. So we're going to do that. And it means Webster stays in the middle, where he's actually doing pretty well. It's just a shame that we've now conceded 2 goals. Lalkovic had an 8.0 rating. He's now dropped to 7.9. But again, you know, Lalkovic is doing really, really well for us. And when you look at him, when you scout him and stuff, he doesn't have stats that particularly stand out. They're all what I'd call subpar. You sort of look at him and you do this sort of meh kind of noise. And then when you actually sign him and put him in your team, he is pretty unstoppable. He's very, very quick. You saw how good he can put a ball into the box. He's a key component if you've got a very wing-heavy side. So if you like to get the ball out wide and cross it in, he is a very, very good player to have. And he's young, so he has plenty of potential. And I believe he's good enough for Premier League. He's certainly played in the Premier League for me before on this game, so I don't see why he can't do it for you guys as well. In fact, there he is, causing a bit of a nuisance in the box, and there's Michael Jacobs to score what could end up being Wolves' winner. And again, I've got to pin that on Hamer. I don't want to. Like I've said, he's been a rock for us all season. He's been absolutely solid, but it's twice in this match where he spilled it. He should have done a lot better with that one. Maybe not catch it. He certainly should have done better with that follow-up from Jacobs. But I think with the initial shot, he needs to knock it over the top for a corner or knock it behind the goal and not just palm it back into the box. That's a very, very dangerous thing to do. Especially when there's the feature built into this game where keepers tend to take their time getting back to their feet. And it does end up costing you. It costs you a lot, as you've seen twice in this match. We've gone from being in a really, really good position to needing a last-minute equaliser. And that was probably the chance. Good ball in from O'Connor, and Koulibaly just didn't make the run to the front post like he should have. And that's probably us out now. And that's really, really sad, because we were doing so well. We were 2-0 up after just 12 minutes. Maybe we went 2 goals up too early. If there is such a thing, maybe we just scored too early, so we had a longer of the match to go, trying to hold on to our lead. But balls like that from O'Connor certainly aren't going to bring us back into the game, and there is the full-time whistle. And that is a shame. That is a real shame. But I am going to let rip at the team, because they should have done so much better. I'm not pleased with what I saw from Hamer at all. I'm really not happy with that. He dropped 2 absolute sitters and cost us the game, unfortunately. But yeah, I did say this episode was going to be longer than the last one, guys, because the last one ended up about, I think it was 10 minutes, 11 minutes. And I like to average these at about 15. So we're going to continue the game for a little bit longer. And we're going to see about signings. There you go. Reece Wabara. We had him on trial at the start of the season. He has now joined us on a contract until next summer. So he joins us for a year and a half, basically. So that's good. So another player we've got on board now. Our wage budget, you see, has dropped considerably because of that. But I reckon we've still got enough to bring in maybe 1 or 2 more players. The question is who. I'm liking the look of this guy here, Eremenko. The only thing I'm afraid of is, yeah, we haven't got the financial resources. Also on the bad news front, this guy here, Raziak Nuhu, who we put in a bid for, he accepted. Everything was perfect. We had him on pretty decent wages. Very, very good player, as you can see. Only 23 years old. Guaranteed championship starter. Couldn't get a work permit. And that's really, really annoying, because he would have been absolutely perfect for us. But, like I just said, we couldn't get a work permit. It got rejected. And because of that, the whole deal breaks down. Which, personally, I find really, really annoying. Other midfielders, we've got Scott Allen. Whoops, didn't mean to click that bit. Scott Allen, formerly of West Brom. But again, he's a bit of a money grabber. But I mean, we can offer him higher wages than most players. Because if we can get him to accept, he is a very, very good player. I reckon he's also championship standard. So it's a question of just convincing him that we are the team for him. And we're getting there. You see, we're slowly grinding him down. We'll give him a better unused substitute fee. And we'll also give him a better goal bonus. We'll give him £1,000 if he scores. What else can we give him? Promotion, international cap. Well, if he gets an international cap, that does our team credit. So we'll give him £1,500 for that. And if we get promoted, we'll give him 20,000. It sounds like a lot, but for a player of this quality, we'll give him 10,000 loyalty bonus as well. You see, he's close. He is close. Let's try that. Oh, he's agreed. Okay, we do have to give him the 10% wage rise and the 25% promotion wage rise, but he has agreed. And that's a good sign, because if we go on this, he is good enough for championship sides. And it does mean having to adjust the tactics slightly to play him in the centre of midfield. But I'm happy to do that, because he can become a decent Premier Division player. And who's going to say no to that when you're Fleetwood in League One? Definitely not me. So that is this episode now, guys. Hopefully we get Alan. I'll let you know in the next episode if we've managed to get him or not. Quick check of the fixtures, actually, to see when the next episode is going to be. Where are we? It would have been the next FA Cup game, but that's not going to happen now. I'd say maybe this one here, Gillingham at home. Just after the transfer window closes, so I can show you guys what I've done on deadline day and things like that. And we'll have a nice little match against Gillingham as well in the league. So, where are Gillingham in the league? Gillingham... Oh, they're in the relegation zone, so that could be quite a tasty affair. Especially in the fact we've got a game in hand over Carlisle and we're only 3 points behind them. So we could jump back into the playoffs with that result. So we'll look forward to that one. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed watching it. And until next time, I will see you soon.